Welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, Pep Fernandez. Today, we'll be learning a little history of the legendary Heritage House and its creator for Women's History Month. We'll also be hearing the recent news from our local Riverside schools. And of course, we've got the latest high school sports updates. Plus, we'll be exploring some exciting options for the weekends ahead. Join us for all this and more on this episode of Inside Riverside. In recognition of Women's History Month, today we spotlight Catherine Bettner, a citrus entrepreneur and the original owner of Riverside's legendary Heritage House. After the passing of her husband and adult son, Mrs. Bettner undertook the construction of the Victorian Queen Anne style residence in 1891, where she resided until her own passing in 1928. Her decision to build a new home likely stemmed from dual motivations. Firstly, the previous house carried the weight of her grief over losing her husband and son. Secondly, she was driven by a desire to create a showcase property. Catherine Bettner rose as a prominent figure in Riverside, notably aiding Frank Miller in welcoming guests at Mission Inn events. It was even reported that her residence had its own designated stop on the electric streetcar route from Arlington to downtown Riverside. Currently owned now by the Museum of Riverside, the Heritage House serves as both an educational asset, preserving its rich history, and a testament to Riverside's prosperity during the late 19th century. Speaking of influential women, John W. North High School's Herd Club, that's capital H-E-R for her with a lowercase d, has just launched their first ever Women in Leadership Talk Back event, connecting students with powerhouse female leaders and game changers from our community. We're talking about leaders like Board Clerk Dr. Naomi Hernandez Alexander from the Riverside School District, Erin Edwards, Riverside's Ward 1 Council member, Technology Director Emerald Gonzalez, and the principal of John W. North, Jody Gonzalez. These incredible women didn't just show up, they brought the energy, rallying everyone to empower the next generation of female leaders. And let's not forget about the Herd Club itself. It's a vibrant hub where women can come together to share their stories, their struggles, and their dreams. With 25 fierce members and counting, this club is all about fostering a supportive space where women can thrive and inspire one another. Keep shining, Herd Club. Physicist Nathaniel Gabor at the University of California, Riverside has secured $7.5 million in grant funds from the Department of Defense. This funding will establish a new research center called QVET, focusing on quantum vibronics and energy and time. Collaborating with scientists from UCR, Caltech, MIT, and Columbia University, the center will study vibronic behavior, aiming to apply findings in energy harvesting technology. Gabor, who heads the project, expects QVET to become a leading center for quantum vibronics research, working closely with the Department of Defense and industry partners. This initiative will advance UCR's position in the sciences, offering valuable research opportunities for students. Well, hold on to your seats because the Riverside Police Department just rocked the Baker to Vegas race like never before. 120 miles of heart-pounding action, 20 stages of pure adrenaline, and over 10,000 runners, guests, and supporters bringing the energy to the max. Starting in the desert town of Baker, California, and finishing in the neon-lit streets of Las Vegas, Nevada, officers from around the world battled it out for glory. And Riverside's finest did not disappoint, taking second place in the 500 Invitational Group and landing 45th overall out of 258 teams. These officers blazed through the competition with an impressive display of speed and stamina. Completing the race in just 15 hours, 34 minutes, and 16 seconds, the Riverside Police Department proved they're true champions. Let's give it up for the RPD, folks. Their epic performance in the Baker to Vegas race is a shining example of dedication and perseverance. All right, now let's go to one of my favorite segments on the show, Local Riverside Sports. We start with some March Madness highlights. We'll get to CBU women's basketball in a moment, but we begin with Riverside Poly's own Lamont Butler leading San Diego State, the Aztecs, back to the Sweet 16 for a second year in a row. It was a rematch of last year's national championship game as the Aztecs went up against UConn, this time in the round of the Sweet 16. As we mentioned, Lamont Butler coming alive in the second half, knocks down that long jumper, then later drives inside for two more. Lamont with 7 points, 6 assists for the Aztecs, but it was not enough for San Diego State as UConn, the #1 overall seed in the entire NCAA tournament, wins by 30, 82-52 the final score, but another great season for Riverside Poly's own Lamont Butler and the Aztecs. Now it's on to the women's bracket at the NCAA tournament. California Baptist University making its March Madness debut. A historic season for the Lancers as they won the Western Athletic Conference title to punch their ticket to the big dance. They had the tough task of going on the road to the second-seeded UCLA Bruins, and it was a home game for UCLA at Pauley Pavilion. CBU made it close in the first half. In fact, they came within 3 points of the Bruins before the break. Then in the second half, UCLA would come on strong, although the Lancers would not go down without a fight. Kinsley Barrington dropped 18 points to lead CBU. Nene Calhoun out of JW North High School also had a big game for the Lancers, but it would not be enough in this one. Great year for CBU. First time ever going to the big dance, but their season comes to a close on the road at UCLA. Head coach Jared Olson, Kinsley Barrington, Nene Calhoun talking about how proud they are of this Lancer team.
Pretty awesome experience for us. I said the other day, this is the first time we've been to the NCAA tournament, and it wasn't just our team that was here. It was our whole community. Just having, so many fans, so many students, and just people here supporting us was pretty amazing. And I think we didn't win the game, but we definitely showed what CBU is capable of, both on the court and off. And I'm just really proud to be, a Lancer.
But I think we're just like a really resilient team, and we don't think the game's over till the last buzzer buzzes. So things happen during the game, momentum swing back and forth between teams, but we're not going to stop till the game's over.
CBU basketball, that we're great at it, that we can play Power 5, non-Power 5. We've been doing this entire year, and I think we showed great resiliency. Even though we were down a lot, we still play hard until we seen 0-0, the buzzer went off. I think it means everything. I think J.O. is a great coach, so every year he emphasizes the same things, the same goals, the same values. So with that, it just helps us get better on the court and off the court, and then just have a closer bond with each other.
I think just the people around us made it so every game you're just not playing for yourself, you're playing for the girls around you, and whether it's coaches, whether it's your teammates, there's just no greater feeling than being on this team this year, and I'm just very thankful.
Now to something rather innovative. There's a new convenient way to check out books at all Riverside public libraries. It's called the RPL Self-Checkout app, and you can download it right now on your smartphone. Check out this video to see how this app can work for you.
Experience the future of library services with the RPL Self-Checkout app, your gateway to effortless borrowing.
I'm excited to try this out.
Whether you're an iOS or Android user, our app is just a few taps away.
This makes checking out books so easy.
I love the simplicity. Checking out books is as easy as snapping a photo.
So user-friendly. I got the hang of it right away.
Just remember, you'll need your library card number and PIN to use the app.
All done. Even got my receipt electronically.
I can even track all my book checkouts here.
I love how it works at all City of Riverside public libraries.
Join the revolution in library services with the RPL Self-Checkout app. Download it today from the Apple Store or Google Play and enjoy the convenience of Riverside Public Library in the palm of your hand.
Looking ahead to April, we have a couple of exciting events to look forward to. First up on April 6th, it's the annual Citrus Festival at California Citrus State Historic Park. The event is from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. and visitors can enjoy a variety of citrus tastings, cultural and educational booths, craft vendors, cooking demonstrations, live music, hands-on activities, and a number of food and beverage options. Parking and admission to the festival is $7 per vehicle, so mark your calendars and we'll see you there. Then later in the month on Earth Day, April 20th, get ready to buzz over to the Riverside Insect Fair happening right in front of the main library. From 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., dive into a world of fascinating creatures with informative booths and a chance to create your very own bug collection. Get up close and personal with these incredible insects and soak in the fun. Trust me, this is an event you don't want to miss. Well, that's a wrap, Riverside, but hold tight and stick around because we have a list of family-friendly events taking place all across the city in the coming week. And if you want to find out more information, visit the community calendar at riversideca.gov/calendar. My name is Pep Fernandez, and I'll catch you next time on Inside Riverside.